Hey there guys and gals, my name is Mac and today I want to talk about Rockstar and more specifically what's going on with GTA Online and Red Dead Online. As a fan, I find this whole lack of communication and what we got for the PS5 announcement very bizarre. Now, I've been playing the game GTA Online since it released in 2013 and had a phenomenal story and campaign, but obviously what carries the game to this day more so is GTA Online. Now, the fact that we got the announcement that we got at the PS5 event was interesting because when, as a fan, when you saw that Rockstar logo, when you saw that GTA, the GTA logo, the song from GTA 5, the trailer that they opened with, you knew what was coming after that. They were gonna show what's been going on through the through the years with GTA 5 from the release till now, and then you were gonna get the announcement of GTA 6. However, that is not what they chose to do. They chose to announce a second version of GTA Enhance for the next gen, which is I don't know why they did that. It's I, what's so frustrating about it is that, you know, someone who's played it this whole time and somebody who's spent time and money into the game. I bought the game multiple times. I bought shark cards on occasion, not too many because I understand it is a bit of a scam. But that being said, I find it bizarre that they would just take development away from GTA 6, the most anticipated title from the company at this point, and release a 3.0. I guess they released the enhanced edition a a year after the next gen console, or or no, they released it that year and then they did a PC a year later. I don't remember exactly, but so then now they're doing it again for PS5 and Xbox, and it's just it's weird. I don't get it. They don't say anything that's expanded and enhanced, quote unquote, about it. I'm guessing it's graphics and sound, and then maybe a couple of little features that sure are nice but aren't like don't really change the game at all. Instead of using that development team, that development power to work on the next GTA, which I mean I think is safe to say that it's in some level of development at this point. It's just it's kind of it's gross. It really is kind of gross that they would do this. Now, will I pick it up? Maybe. I mean, I already have it for PC. So if they make it, like last time where they give you the updated content for free for PC, then I don't know if I'll buy it for next gen. I really don't know. I mean, I'm playing on Xbox now. That's where my main character is. Um, but I would, I guess, do the grind all over again on PC because I don't see a point in paying for a game, 6, 7 times for the same content with very slight additions. I mean, very bizarre. So, that's kind of where I stand on the enhanced, expanded and enhanced. I don't think they can add enough to make it warrant buying it for next gen, especially if you are already a PC player, or if you're interested in getting a new console but you're also interested in PC. I don't know. It's just kind of bizarre to me. Let's get on to the why they haven't announced GTA 6. Now, we all know that Rockstar does their own announcement events. They don't, you know, go to E3 and tack on with somebody else for their major announcements. Um, And that's what people are saying, like, you should never have expected GTA 6 to be announced at the PS5 event. Well, I think there's a little bit more to it than just that, especially when you consider the illness that's going around in the whole world. People in our generation and even the past couple of generations, they haven't seen something like this affect the whole world. And so I think it's a little bit different of a situation than what we would have, say, of last year, where they or the year before, where they announced a big title like Red Dead Online, solo by themselves. Plus, you combine that with the fact that PlayStation has partnered with them. It was a big announcement that they announced that they partnered with PlayStation for the next GTA and for monthly benefits for PlayStation owners and players. Um, so that's two things right there that you can kind of just like think, well, why would you not have a bigger announcement than just GTA 5 3.0? Um, just very bizarre, really. And I mean, if you just combine those, I don't know why they think that hyping up with the GTA being the first thing and really just expecting to see GTA 6. And I don't know what, like, as a like the whoever's head of marketing, I don't know who thought that was a great idea. You know, because everybody, they have to know that there is so much speculation around the series, and they that's what they gave us was a 3.0. So the next topic I want to talk about is that there's no updates. There haven't been any updates in GTA Online, and more specifically Red Dead Online. Let me touch upon Red Dead Online real quick. Um, cause that's something. They have since release, they have given us really only one big update, one big feature that they've added to Red Dead Online, which you would expect has the same level of quality and attention that GTA would have online, especially if they were trying to increase how much microtransactions are spent on Red Dead so that they can try to make Red Dead the next GTA, or, you know, at least attempt that. And they haven't given anybody, or they haven't given Red Dead anything. Essentially, all they given them was, or all they gave in the game was trader roles, um, which was interesting for the first week or 2 weeks, and then you kind of grind to get the next one, and then that takes, you know, a week, 2 weeks, depending on how much you play. If you're real serious about the game, you can max out a trader role in less than a week. And they gave us what, four? I think I haven't played Red Dead Online as much, um, but they did give us the the season pass thing, but again, they give us one season. You know, they wait a little bit. They give us season 2, and then they haven't said anything for season 3. Now, I understand that there is the illness, so that could affect it. However, at the same time, you know, I understand people are working from home, and it's a little bit more different and would be more tedious and take longer for updates. However, you can look at just about any other game with some sort of a service, and they are still getting content out on time. You could look at Call of Duty that got what, season 4 out. The kind of mid update for season 4 came out right on time. There's no delays. There's no confusion. There's no miscommunication as to when or what we can expect from that. And Red Dead Online hasn't got anything after that season 2 pass. I mean, yeah, they added it's not really, they've added content, but they haven't added features since the roles. And like I said, even then, that's not really something that can um, extend the life of online, if that makes any sense. Because when you get like a GTA update, which are usually hit and miss, sometimes you get something like the casino updates where you do the 5 or 6 story missions, and then you don't have to do them again because there's really no point. You don't get a huge payout at the end of the uh, the solo missions or the single missions themselves. Um, the diamond heist, yeah, there is replayability, but if you're solo or if you're just running with 2 people, it's really hard to do. And you play with randoms, and you get people who don't pay attention or they don't care about actually getting the job done because they're just getting a small cut or whatever, and then they just quit in the middle of the job or at the beginning of the job and make you have to wait in the lobby again. So a little bit of a tangent there, but my point is that Rockstar hasn't, or Red Dead hasn't gotten updates. Well, GTA has, and if they're trying to go for the same overall quality, they need to release updates. They need to. And if they can't, if there's like some huge reason that they just can't do it during, what's going on with the illness, I'd say 70-80% of people would be like, yeah, okay, cool, I understand it. Thank you for commenting saying that, hey, we can't do motion capture. We can't do, we can't do specific modeling without, having access to items to model things after, or something like that. Something along the lines of, you know, it doesn't even have to be 3 paragraphs. It could be 2 sentences saying, "Hey, we're sorry. We're working as best we can, and we'll get it out to you as soon as we can." And that will be so reassuring for the player base who actually cares for the company, who actually spends time and money and, you know, just dedicates themselves to a specific title. Now, there's the next topic I want to discuss is are players owed content from GTA Online and Red Dead Online? Now, generally, I would say, of course, you're not, owed content. You didn't pay for a season pass. You're not, forced to pay for the updates that they give you. They're free updates, with an asterisk because there's like so much grinding, but they are free, to be fair. But are we owed content? I think to a degree we are, because if you go on websites such as Reddit and YouTube, 2 huge websites that get tons of traffic, you will see the weekly updates, quote unquote, the weekly fresh refresh of content that they do on their that links to the Rockstar Newswire. You will get stuff like a podium vehicle. You'll get a weekly race to do. You'll get 2 times money on these specific jobs or missions, and that would require a lot of money for them to go into advertising, to advertise you to come back week after week and essentially day after day. Because how many times would you see that ad if you're on YouTube every single day checking out content? So you are constantly getting bombarded with ads for GT Online, and you're encouraged to go there and play. And what they obviously want, because it's free content, they want you to pay for money, or they want you to spend time playing the game, so that you are required to realize it's such a grind and how much it's gonna take you, and then oh well, if you just spend $5, you'll and then that adds up, and that's how you get a multi-million dollar, even $1 billion title like GTA, being one of the most sold and most played video games of all time. So are we owed content? I mean, you're getting it shoved in your face to play the game, You know, you're getting ads for a 7-year-old game mode. So I think to a degree, yeah, we are owed new content. We are owed DLC, specifically when you consider the fact that it is the most highest grossing game that is still being advertised 7 years later. They want you to come back. They want you to pay money. They want you to play. And in order to play, to need to pay for money, they need fresh content. And so it's really a bizarre marketing move. To everything that's going on with Rockstar now is just, it's confusing. It really is. I don't get it. Um, and so that kind of brings me to the next topic I wanted to discuss, which is a lack of communication at Rockstar and with the community. I feel like there's two kind of ideas that could be going on here. One, they like to be secretive. They like to withhold content, if you will, or withhold statements and talking about the game that they're working on. And I think so. There's that idea that they are purposely withholding content, and then there's the idea that they kind of just don't care. I think it's gonna be one of the two, just from what I gather. You might have a different opinion, and that's perfectly fine. But that's what I'm believing at this point, because if you consider the fact that they know that the community um, wants content and that they want updates and they want news and they're hungry for it, they're gonna be able to thrive on that and work from that, um, to build hype for whatever happens. And people are constantly talking about it. Just like in this video, they're constantly talking about their game that is 7 years old that still makes $100 million plus a year, you know? And the more secretive, the more you hide something, the more people are going to want it. So I think that is their marketing move. Um, that's the one that I'd go for at this point. The other one, that they see everything and they just don't care. They don't care to communicate what's going on. They easily could. It would take them, you know, couple, 10, 20 minutes to write something out, another 10, 20 minutes to get it approved or rejected to rewrite it. And overall, it would take, at most an hour to get a statement approved and out onto the internet. But they refuse to do it. Are they doing it on purpose because they don't care what the community thinks? They just want money? They just want people to wait? Um, who? I don't really know. There's such a quiet developer compared to any other developer out there that it's very surprising. And you throw in the fact that there is no leaks whenever updates come out. You do have people in the community that are quote-unquote insiders that have information and educated guesses as to when stuff's going to happen, but 90, 80% of that is, uh, really just kind of rumors that they heard, or guesses that or words that people have told them. They don't have the actual information in hand. I mean, I'm guessing. I'm not them, but that's what I'm thinking at this point. Is that you have these people that are to a degree fueling the fire, but at the same time I think the insiders, I think they just want to help the community, try to clear up what Rockstar won't. And it's kind of sad that this community has gotten to that point where you're trusting people who are wrong half the time. I'm not going to name names because I think that they are trying to do what's good for the community and trying to help us out, but it doesn't always work, obviously, and plans change, and they might not have the latest information. They might just have a friend of a friend word kind of a deal. But just a lack of lack of communication, lack of information from Rockstar. It's really getting old, and it's getting very frustrating, because when you're paying for a game, when you're playing a game, you're buying a game multiple times, and You're constantly online, and you're trying to show your support, and you're trying to, uh, maybe invite your friends to play the game, and this is what you get from a community or from a development team, and essentially, I'm sure it's just Rockstar uh, or Take-Two Interactive being an overlord about this situation. But specifically, when everybody was in lockdown and everybody's stuck at home and everybody's playing games, and you don't give us anything on the latest update, it's it's just not the right time for